Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome back to the Agents of Chaos Gaming, where order comes to die and chaos reigns. And yes, back to the old Sly Cooper game. I'm joined by the boys, Crunch and QB.
Hello,
I am boy.
we are boys.
Been a while since I've done this. I was on holiday for a couple of weeks, so I'm going to be a bit rusty here going into the next level. After defeating Jean Bison at his rail empire in Canada, we now move up to his main base. Menace in the north, eh?
Things just weren't right up in Canada. Random acts of violence were popping up like weeds, and the Northern Lights, well, they just weren't right. One night they'd be brighter than ever, and the next, gone. In Nunavut Bay, I overheard talk between Jean Besson and his mysterious partner Arpeggio.
I mean,
Somehow,
Arpeggio
those
wasn't
two didn't
actually
hurt me at all.
there. He was talking for an intercom, so I
Tracking
don't
the
know
source of
why
the
they have him in
disturbance
the
was
barn.
easy.
He was
By
never there
simply
to begin with.
following the lights, we were led north to an immense lumber camp. The sheer number of fallen trees advertised Jean Besson's presence and that he was in possession of the clockwork talons. The Thievius Raccoonus makes numerous references to the talons slicing through plates of steel. A skilled lumberjack like Besson could clear a forest in hours while wielding the artifacts. Those talons have got to go, both to finally do away with clockwork and to save the environment from his twisted sense of progress. The world just doesn't need to make space for another strip mall.
Put a paradise and put a parking lot.
But as you said, Sly, I mean, the guy's just out of time. Back in his day, he would have been called a revolutionary by now. Still a little off the silent obliteration. Get that easily this level.
Okay, so here's what we know. One, Arpeggio's blimp is on its way to pick up a battery from Jean Bisson. And two, the only way we'll get a crack at Arpeggio's clockwork brain is by finding a way to sneak aboard his blimp.
But before we do that, we'll need to snag the clockwork talons off Jean Besson. Time is short and we've got a lot to accomplish.
True, but first things first. This lumber camp isn't on any of my maps. I need you to poke around and take some recon photos. They'll help to get my sensors oriented.
No problem. Recon photos, I got covered.
In anticipation of the icy climate, I took the liberty of modifying your cane. It can now separate into two smaller canes, useful for ice climbing. Try ascending to the top of that sheet of ice. Just jump and hit the circle button to dig in.
Yes, Bentley, mess with one of Sly's family heirlooms and I don't know how this works.
It's good to see my
Ah.
cane upgrade perform so well in the field. Now scout the area. I could really use the reconnaissance.
See, I could believe if it was like just the cane splitting itself like in half, but the shaft completely disappears too while it's like that.
It kind of shrinks down, but I'm just like, Bentley, what the fuck are you doing? Also, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a little bit of a chest cough, so if you hear me being a bit quiet, every now and again, it's just trying to deal with it. There's also bear traps hanging all over the place because of a certain thing we're going to be fighting in a minute. this level. How do I get back over there? There's our main obstacle in this level, ladies and gentlemen. Meet old Grizzly. A blind bear.
This place is bear country,
Bear.
all right.
Duh,
Interesting.
bears.
He's putting out a slight radio signature.
Uh-oh.
Yep, I knew I was going to be rusty. Yeah, getting about this area is not easy. Especially when you're trying to get all the way around here. You just die. Just die.
Fascinating. My sensors detect a Wi-Fi link to that boat. It must be piloted by computer.
Hey, we get free Wi-Fi again in a minute. So what have you boys been up to today?
All of the Grand Order.
This man has been ordering the ground. Or something like that.
How about you, QB? Have you been busy today?
Sort of. Day off and yet there's no rest.
Ain't no rest for the wicked.
Yep.
As that song says.
I am very wicked.
John Bison's house. The lair of the beast. The den of evil. The epicenter of ecological destruction.
Sweet decks? Kinda small for a guy his size, but... Can I get over there? Yep. I need to get this saw. This one's a little dangerous.
Those saw blades look particularly old. I guess this logging camp has been around for a while. Okay, that should do it. Now for the real point of interest. Head for that lighthouse and try to find a way to sneak in.
Oh, Grizzly, avoid that guy like the plague.
So what's wrong with old Grizzly?
He won't hit you.
I thought you were going to say, he will eat you.
He kinda does, he kinda knocks you away He's blind, so he goes off purely based on sound. Not as bad as some of the other enemies in the game, but he can be a bit difficult to deal with.
Just looking at that spinner makes me dizzy. I was right. The entrance is barred from the inside.
It's barred by a chair.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Ancient technology at its finest.
Quick, how do we block the door?
Battery
A
charger,
chair.
but where's the battery Arpeggio's coming to pick up? Might as well get a shot of old Jean Bisson.
We have enough pictures of this guy.
Oh, Sly, listen in. He's mumbling to himself.
Come on, John. You got it in you. Those lumberjack games need some more competition, eh? What would attract the participants? Bullseye! I'll post the Clockwork Talons as a trophy. That should bring in the competition. Although, who am I kidding, eh? I'm gonna win just like every other year. Oh, it's tough being this tough. It sure is, yeah.
This guy's
Head
a
back to the
genius.
safe house. We need to talk about these lumberjack games.
He has big brain time.
Yeah.
Well, guys, Jean Bisson has
I didn't take that
unknowingly
picture.
thrown down the
Didn't
gauntlet.
take that one either.
With the Clockwork Talons as a
Didn't take that
trophy,
one.
we'd be fools not
Or
to
that one.
participate in his lumberjack games.
Or that one. Spoilers.
Fortunately, due to frequent avalanches, a log chopping guide was frozen in a wall of ice not far from our position. Sly, you're in charge of acquiring the book. I'm sure it will prove invaluable. Now, we're all aware that Arpeggio's blip is coming to pick up another battery. To sneak aboard without incident, I'd recommend we pull a Trojan horse and stow away inside the battery. However, the location of the device is still a mystery. We need some inside information. So, working together, you two will infiltrate the Moose Guard's secret RC combat club. Those guys all work in the lighthouse. If you win the battle, I'm sure they'll talk. Despite his antique mind, Jean Bisson's no fool. To keep tabs on him, we'll need to bug his house, steal the radio tags off local bears, and then jerry-rig them into a sensor array. It's a challenging set of tasks, and that blip's on its way. Let's get to work.
One of those missions can go fuck right off.
Oh man.
Well, gotta love that.
And just because of that, I'm going to get it right out of the way.
Do the worst thing first.
Rip the band-aid off. Because this mission can be a complete dick due to the sometimes dodgy control system. Remember how I get up there because the mission starts up there. That cave doesn't open until you start the mission.
The wild bears in the area have been tagged with radio tracking devices. If you can snag enough, we should be able to set up a receiver array around Jean Bisson's house.
I'm always up for bugging someone's home.
Well, first step is crawling into that bear cave and
You
stealing
sounded a
goods.
little too eager
I'm
with
on
that.
it.
That's what I was gonna say.
I mean, considering how creepy he can be with Carmelita sometimes, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh no.
The radio transmitters have all been tagged in their mouths. You'll have to sneak
Ouch.
up and pickpocket it while they're yawning.
Sounds safe.
Stay clear of the thin, crackly ice. Walking
This
on
is
it
where
is
this
sure
mission
to
can
wake
fuck
the
right
bears.
off.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh no.
See, when you're trying to parkour your way around this area to get to the different bears, sometimes it won't let you get on to the certain points and you'll fall and hit the ice.
This looks horrifying.
Mm-hmm. To wait. Don't know how this fit in their mouth, but also the camera on that one.
Yeah.
And this little bit of ice can be a dick sometimes. You don't think that's just a rock? No, that's a bit of ice. I made that mistake too many times. Oh, I can just walk over it. Crack. Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Well, they just straight up like mulch your face.
Well, the mission immediately ends if the bears wake up. Then you have to go around the entire mission again every time. How this bear isn't waking up with all that water dripping on him? Like, that would seriously kill my sleep. This area can fuck right off as well. 5. Da bears. Come on, come on. Open wide. Oh.
Only you could have pulled that off. Head outside and I'll fill you in on the next step.
Oh, I hate that jump. That's the worst part of this mission over. The rest of it's not too bad.
Celebrate good times.
I was sweating like a motherfucker there.
To form a receiver array, you'll have to place the radio transmitters in precise locations around Jean Bisson's base of operations.
Seems easy enough.
Once you're in position, hit the circle button to place the transmitter.
That's one. Where's the next one? a lot better. What?
Perk up your ears, boys. I'm gonna tell you all the tally for last month. The blue lumberjack team managed to clear cut 128 acres of forest. Not bad considering they had to kill all them badgers to do it, eh? Now,
Those poor badgers.
lumberjack team, bless their hearts, those boys chopped down 211 acres. Y'all hear that? 211 acres of progress. Almost brings a tear to my eye when I think about how much wilderness y'all tamed. Keep up the good work, fellas. Not long till we can start putting up those track homes. Yeah.
Okay, that's... the last two's over there, fuck. And last one.
Nice work. The array's up and running.
Do we have time for one more? I will do the laser misdirection. Looks quite easy and simple.
Sly, I've detected what appears to be an ancient guide to log chopping that might be useful for the lumberjack games. Unfortunately, it's frozen deep in an ice wall.
How are we supposed to get to it? Wait for more global
Could you not have
warming?
just used a
That
flamethrower?
industrial laser
With the amount of money
is
we
used
can
to
get,
cut
I'm
through
sure a
petrified
flamethrower is
logs.
not that hard
If
to
it
come
can be
by.
bounced out that window, with your help, I should be able to harness its energy to melt the ice wall and free the book.
How do I redirect that thing?
There should be a switch on the other side of this wall. Throw it and then head outside.
Ooh, close. get out. Trying to think of what to talk about now, since all we're going to be doing is
that laser pointed at the ice wall, you'll need to alter its direction with the crystals I put in your pouch.
I see. I just walk to where the laser stops, place a crystal, and it'll bounce the beam to a new position. That log chopping book is as good as ours.
Also, if any enemies walk inside the laser, they die, and you also take damage. It's definitely something to watch out for. Ah. Sneaky, sneaky. You were on there before. What? Oh, go back up there again. At least this pole takes me where I need to be. They can't follow me up here, so... just to prove that it does hurt enemies. And me.
Oof.
If I wasn't so low on health, that would have just been a quarter of my health, but... it at least only puts me back this far. They are generous enough to give you checkpoints every couple of crystals in this. So as if it's back to the beginning of the... If you heard that in the background, that was my cousin. They also want to annoy me.
Stand clear, Slide. Something else is coming out of the deep freeze. I've never seen such a majestic creature. So full of life, so ready to live. So much for that. He's back in the deep freeze.
Yeah, that was kind
Cheer
of an
up,
obvious
pal.
gag.
We got the log chopping guide.
He's free, he's alive, and he's dead again.
And trying to remember where it is because you can't actually see it. The mammoth in the deep freeze. There he is. The cutscene doesn't show it, but he runs all the way down here. He's also how you get over to this boat for a later mission. We'll return to base for now, so we can end the episode. Double check. No, I do not want to play as Bentley. Want to check FIFNet quickly. I am 100 off the silent obliteration. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's been the most recent episode of Sly Cooper and the Band of Thieves. So, Jean Bisson. That's right. What was I going with?
Big
Nope.
brain time.
I actually blanked on what I was going to say there.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
It's scary. I had something in my head to say about John Bisson there, but oof. Ladies and gentlemen, join us again next time. Sorry for being a bit quiet this episode. I was trying to concentrate on a couple of those missions, so I'll try and be a lot more vocal next time because the upcoming missions, like the RC mission, and when they come to the Lumberjack game, so there's going to be so much to talk about. But see you next time. Oh, my throat.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.